Greetings, Saints, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Barbara Dean Franklin Show. I am your host, Barbara Dean Franklin, and today I have the awesome pleasure of sitting with my friend, Mr. David Solomon. Hey, Dave, how are you?
Barbara, I'm fine.
That's good. That's good. David and I are friends. We are both Phoenix.
Phoenix alumni.
Yes, we graduated from the University of Phoenix. David is an entrepreneur. David, just tell me a little bit about some of the things that you have done before we talk about what you're doing right now.
Well, some of the things I have done is traditional opportunities in the past. I've done a little Amway, Mary Kay. I've sold men's jewelry, and I've always been blessed with having that great job because I did what my parents said.
Right.
Go to college, get a degree, come on back, help build up your community.
Right, right.
But even though I had that job, I always had that entrepreneurship. My dad used to always tell me that being a jack of all trades and a master at some is how you'll always be able to take care of your family.
I know that's
so I've dabbled a little extra outside of my employment.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, you got it made, because I say I'm a jack of all trade and a master of none. So
well, now you know,
master of some is a good thing.
Yeah, it
is.
So
today I've asked you to come on the show to talk a little bit about what you're passionate about right now, and that is helping your community. And before we even talk about your business venture, because you're always out and about in the community as well.
Yes.
Always trying to bring something back, helping where you're needed. If somebody has a march, or if they're doing something that's going on in the community, it takes a village. Reverend Ophelia, is that her name?
Ovella,
exactly.
Anders, yes.
I'm truly sorry.
Well, no,
yeah. But you're always active,
right.
So you're giving back to the community, and what you're doing is really trying to be a blessing to somebody else. You found something,
Absolutely.
and it's working for you.
Yes.
And you're trying to find other people to help it work for them. So we're going to talk a little bit about 5 Links and what this company is, and what they're doing. So first, I want you to tell me a little bit about why 5 Links. What got you interested in the company?
Well, Barbara, a good friend of mine who always known that I was always open for an opportunity just to make a little money to make ends meet. He came to me and he explained to me that he had heard of a company that it's like, hey, it's unlimited opportunity, and it's about the only company that he's researched that awards their reps with ownership and shares of stock, you know. So I went to that meeting with him, and that was just it. Although my wife and I, we try and work on different streams of income.
Right.
We've always heard that several streams of income keep your family fed, and it can even do a little bit more.
Most definitely.
Once I saw the opportunity, I knew, considering our society is basically a technology-driven society, and it will be even more so in the next 10 years.
Right.
I saw an opportunity for myself, my family, and people in my community for them to be able to use today's resources, which are now essential, to create a lifetime income.
All right.
So the opportunity was there. It's just that I love helping people, and I've always been told you help people to achieve their dreams, then your blessings are sure to follow.
Most definitely. Yeah. Now, I've attended a couple of meetings that you've invited me to with 5 Links. I like the synergy that goes on there in the meetings. I like the fact that they talk about helping each other, because once you get involved, it's a network, everybody has to help each other. No one man is an island.
Absolutely.
We all, you get together and you build your network, and what you get out is what you put in, as much information as you can learn about the company. I think that's what it is. It's the tools that they have, the products and services that they offer, and the support system is what you need to do. So what I did was, just a little research, because I wanted to know, why 5 Links. And what they're saying is that 5 Links right now has the best product line in the industry when it comes to telecom. Not only have they partnered with the top cell phone companies as Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon, and Nextel, they've also offered prepaid phones with top companies. You're one of the few companies who offer digital phone service, residential as well as commercial, where they own their own switches. Now that is crucial to
Absolutely.
own your own switches, because usually it's a reseller. You got to go through AT&T or whoever to
Yes.
to get to the switch. So you own your own switches that your service runs through, and your 5 Links Global Links digital phone service is ranked number 56 in the world, over Verizon, Vonage, and Skype. They said that you've partnered with 2 top satellite companies, which is U.S. In the United States, Dish and DirecTV.
Yes.
And you've also partnered with over 50 internet companies. I mean, this sounds like a great opportunity.
It is.
So tell me a little bit about the company. I know it's a networking opportunity. How do you get involved, and what services do you offer, and how does it work? Just give me a little bit.
And I'm going to cover that. I just want to touch bases on what you said was our own switch.
Okay.
It's very important that the audience understands that timing and positioning are the keys to success. Makes no difference, okay? According to the Inc. magazine 2010 January issue, they have a list of the best industries and the worst in the next decade.
All right.
Number 1 is voice over IP, which is strictly just a fancy name for digital phones. Number 2 was retirement and pension, and number 3 was basically any online business opportunity could be very lucrative, you know. So 5 Links saw this trend happening from traditional home service to digital.
Right.
So what they did was they positioned us, and they created their own voice over IP company, which is Global Links.
Right.
So that's why we have our own switch, and that's how it's just better for the representative. Representatives come first.
Right. Okay.
Now, back to your question with 5 Links. 5 Links is basically a new technology, telecommunications, marketing company, customer acquisition, and now we're into energy.
Right.
Okay. What we do is we cover essential needs, and this is great because people now have an opportunity to get a kickback from all of their fixed costs that they have to pay.
Okay. Now let's talk about this, because I know during the meeting, so I pay my wireless bill every month, my home phone bill every month, my energy bill every month, my alarm system, my cable. So if I became a 5 Links representative, I can get a kickback from bills that I pay every month.
Absolutely.
Every month they pay me.
Not only that, you can save your friends and relatives money also. See, people have a misconception that this is basically a selling job.
Right.
In my opportunity, we're actually offering people savings, a vehicle where they can go to save money on what they already have.
Okay.
And we're partnered with people that they will probably do business with anyway.
Yes.
Every company is looking for an opportunity to cut down on their advertising costs, because advertising is very expensive.
Most definitely.
Okay? So they reach out to you and I, people in the community. They want to get in front of your network.
Right.
That type of customer stays a customer for longer. Residual income is exciting, and we can touch bases on that later. It's exciting.
Okay. So now, the one thing they say what you should consider when joining a company, the most important thing that you should consider is the company's debt. And it says 5 Links is debt free.
Debt free.
Okay.
The 500,000 square foot headquarters that we have in Rochester, New York, which is our headquarters, that's ours.
Right. And the land that it's on is yours.
And the land that it's on.
Okay.
So there's more opportunity for ambitious people, people who want to make ends meet.
Right.
There's more opportunity for them to make more money.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to really do a comparison, but there's another company that's out there that's much like 5 Links.
Yeah.
Okay. And because I don't have a representative from that company, I just want you to tell me, what is the difference, in the world according to David? Tell me just a little bit about the difference in those 2 companies.
The difference in those 2 companies, well, there are companies out there that's similar to us. Customer acquisition companies. Okay. But what we're doing is we're marketing essential needs. Our company, number 1, has been Inc. magazine 4 years in a row.
Yes, I see that.
And Inc. 5007. Last my research told me no other company like ours has ever done that.
Okay.
Number 2, there's an opportunity here to make unlimited income.
Right.
That means if your passion is this big, your income can be that big.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 3, they are the only company to my knowledge like ours that offers the hard work of their representatives with shares of stock. And understand that's powerful. It's a plan that's worked over and over. Bill Gates, Yahoo, Google. I don't have a lot of money, but I have a great idea. Help me to build it. I will pay you in shares of stock.
Exactly.
You work hard enough to get that. When the company goes public, and right now it's not a question of if,
But when?
but when.
Okay.
And once that goes public and you already have stock, life-changing, family legacy changing things happen.
Okay, so kind of puts me in the mind of Facebook. Cause
Facebook, yes.
They were already, you know, a company,
Right.
had this great idea, and then, they went, maybe that's not a good example, because I think, okay, it is. Okay.
Well, when they went public,
right.
they opened up at a very high margin.
Exactly.
It's much lower than that now.
Okay.
So the people that already had the stock
did good. All right. Okay.
I guess if you can say good, if you bolded and underlined it, yeah, we can do that.
All right. Yeah. So, somebody that's out here that's listening to you, they talked about 5 Links. You got Primerica. You have this company. You have that company. Why should they look into 5 Links? What makes it different?
I tell people who's already employed or have their own home business, great. I applaud that, and I encourage anyone with that type of entrepreneurship. Okay. But what I do tell people that it can be a great plan B, or it can enhance what you're currently doing.
Okay.
If you have any type of home business, what are your necessities? Your telephone to contact your friends, your suppliers, your customers.
Yes.
You need that internet. Okay. You're going to have gas and electricity. Most likely in your business, who knows, you might have a television. And if you have all that expensive stuff, you want to get some home security because the economy's been bad and some bad things have been happening, okay? But what I'm saying is, Barbara, see, we market all of those essential needs. We save people money on every essential need in their home and business, and at the same time, when we help them save money, we make money. So those businesses like maybe an Avon or Mary Kay, great businesses, okay? This will only enhance what they're currently doing.
Right. So it makes sense. I have a business and I'm at home or wherever I am with my business. I'm paying for these bills already, like gas, TV, internet. And so I can continue to do my business. I could get into 5 Links, do my business, and really, I could reap the benefits from saving money, on the kickback that I get for that. But I can also call and say, Mom, listen, I think, you're paying the light, you're paying this energy.
Absolutely.
So you should sign up with me too. And then I can also call my cousin or my girlfriends or say, hey, this is a great way for all of us to help each other because you're getting money back.
And don't forget your year-end return from the federal government. There's more things to write off.
Okay.
See, we encourage that also. There are a lot of people in my community that are so smart. But they just don't have that courage to take the first step.
Right.
They need a support system.
Right.
5 Links has a great support system, but through that, our motto is teamwork makes the dream work. And we understand if we support others, just like if you go to a job every day.
Exactly.
If there's a problem, you're going to get some support. When they hire you, they put their time and resources into you for 60 days or so, So that's why that's our emphasis on that support, because I basically want to help my people. We as a community, we have a lot of money.
Right.
We're not totally broke.
Exactly.
The thing is, it goes away from us and not much comes back. So we're encouraging entrepreneurship. The economy has literally forced people to think of an extra way. Yes, to be creative, to be an entrepreneur.
Exactly. So if somebody wanted to sign up with you, like if they wanted to contact you, to find out how do they become involved with 5 Links, is there a number or website that you have that you can direct people to?
Absolutely. I would leave my phone number and my email address. Okay. Because if anyone has any questions verbally or on the email, I'll be happy to answer them all. Okay. My wife and I are partners. As far as great customer service, you'll definitely get that. Right. And we can speak about the two things that we do, and that's to help people save money. Everybody's looking to save, and that's to help people make money. So my email address is Solomon50, SOLOMON 50 @5links.net. My direct phone number is 313-283-8790.
So when people become involved with 5 Links, do you offer them training?
Oh, well, you know, this is what we do. See, 5 Links, the support system is just phenomenal. You've heard of McDonald's U.
Yeah.
I used to think that was, my friends used to make that up, you know, but McDonald's University. And what they do is they come there and they teach you a system.
Right.
So with 5 Links, your store is open 24 hours, and we have this thing called the back office where you can go in the back and you take training. Now, there are different training modules to accommodate every level of the marketing plan.
Right.
So what they want you to do is learn your business. They will not allow you to go on to, like, the first earned position is trainer, and then executive trainer, executive director, and national director, and the gold senior vice president.
Right.
So, you know, that's, you know, we forward all our representatives to that website. They take all training. If they have any questions, give us a call. But the first thing what I do with my business partners is I take them to the back office, and I want them to be familiar with it.
Right.
It's all a learning process, but once you know your business, you become more marketable. But when you start something, I don't care what it is, you don't know everything at first. That's why the employer gives you 90 days of training.
Right.
So what we do is we support our team because we know that we have a vested interest in them.
Okay. So you say back office. So there's a website, and you go back to that website, your own personal website, once you get into the training. And, okay, so it's, you know, Barbara Dean Franklin website, and on that website you have training 101 for the trainer, you know, because that's what I'm coming in as.
Well, you know, once you join, you're going to get a RIN number.
Okay.
You can simplify that. You know, mine is 5links.net/D Solomon.
Okay.
And once you go to your site, which is actually your store, then you could customize it in some way.
All right.
You know, once people visit my website, they'll see a nice smiling picture of my wife and I. They know they're in the right place.
All right.
Once you log into your back office as a representative, then you can see all the training modules.
All right.
So you can click on every training module. You want to get everything out of the way because your goal is senior vice president. So I would suggest you sit down there until you're done with, because it's very interactive online training.
All right.
Okay.
Now, another question. Okay, so you have this training, you know, in the back office, but
Yes.
as you're doing this training in the back office, there are people that are having meetings all over, you know, different places. So do you suggest that they go to some other meetings too, so they can hear about the business, see what other people are doing?
Absolutely. We have a lot of conference calls, but the most important is the ones on Sunday.
Okay.
Because Sunday our conference calls consist of 5 Links representatives all over the United States and even outside the country.
All right.
Their perspective or their approach to things can be entirely different from you, so we learn from each other.
Okay.
You know, what's not happening here, maybe a representative in Texas is using a different technique to get a merchant service account.
Right.
Okay, she shares that. Oh wow, she starts to do it. So it's sort of like a rip off and duplicate. We really help each other. Our suggestions help each other to grow.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I think that when, you know, I worked for AT&T for 36 years, and when we saw something that was working, we said we were stealing it, and we would steal shamelessly. You know, it's no big deal, because if it worked for you, then, you know, I want to take that and make it work for me. So it only makes sense that if you're trying to build a network, that you would, you know, share, you know, because you want whoever you bring in to be successful, right?
Barbara, in this business, there's two people in this business: people that say they can't and people that say they can. And you know, both of them are right.
Okay.
And what I encourage my people to, my community, and you know, I say that a lot.
I understand.
But what I mean by that, and I want to let the audience know, I mean hard-working, honest, family-orientated, God-orientated people.
Yes.
That's right. Those are my people.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
But I tell the people, my people, and people in my community, that your blessings truly lie outside of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to at least get information. It's important. And then weigh the facts. Just weigh the facts. It's an opportunity. What was I getting? Well, it's an opportunity to actually capitalize on the biggest shift of wealth happening right now in the United States.
Right. And you know what? I think today that this show is great, you know, for us to have, especially after passing a law of the right to work state.
Very important. I Facebook everybody, and okay, Michigan is a right to work state. it's happened.
Right, right.
Your plan B should be in full effect.
Exactly. When you say get the facts, you really have to know what's going on for yourself. Everybody has opinions. Let's find out what the truth is. Exercise your right to vote. And, I'm retired, but I'm looking for multiple level of income streams as well. I can't rely on, number one, Social Security. Will it be around in 20 years when I'm eligible for it? You get it, 20 years, I'm not. Yeah, okay.
Gotcha. I got you.
Okay, so anyway, Social Security, number one, and, I do have a pension and annuity, which is a great thing, but the stock market fluctuates up and down every day. Will it be there for me when I really need it? I don't know. So I need to get smart right now and invest in something that I know that will work. And to pay me back each and every month for services that I use, it's something that you guys say about the services that you use every day, that they pay you back,
That you have, every, usually when a person walks up to their house with the keys ready to open, they turn off the home security.
Sure.
When they go inside, they what? Turn on the lights.
Exactly.
On the way to the kitchen, they may stop and turn on the computer and look at some Facebook. Then they'll go in the kitchen and turn on the gas stove or the electric stove or whatever.
If they cook. Right.
Anybody can do this business. If I can do it, anybody can do it. All you need is to bring your passion here. Understand that you can take advantage of the inevitable. Change is constantly happening in our society. And we are going to be more of a technology-driven society than ever before. Nobody asks you, do you want to change? You're going to change. So capitalize on that change. It's time for us to start leaving legacies for our families. It's time for us to take advantage of what's taking advantage of us.
Right. Now, you talked about the goal being, was it RVP, SVP?
Well, the goal is senior vice president. That's the goal. It's grown so that they've invented other, not to keep the people placent, but they have a platinum senior vice president and a double platinum, and now they're getting ready to create another level, which is called diamond. Okay, but at the position of senior vice president, what they do is you are awarded a BMW of any style, customized, because the 5 Links logo is going to be in the back. That's great, but most importantly, you are awarded 5,000 IPO shares of stock. In a company that last year did over 100 million in sales. With the addition of gas and electricity, they're on the way to $1 billion. You just have an opportunity to you can become successful. Anyone can do this.
Right. Now, when you just said that, it's just like ding, 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 ding. Don't you have your own little box here, iPad or something like that?
Well, yes, we do. And I don't have that on the set. Well, thank you for
mentioning
that, my friend.
I remember that. All right.
Yes, we market our own tablet.
Right.
And everybody, if you've been looking around, tablets are really like a global phenomenon. My research tells me that in the United States alone last year, more than 100 million tablets were sold. And it's an increasing phenomenon. So now we're marketing our own tablet. Understand, and this has been historical. Whenever new technology is first introduced to the consumers, it's very expensive. It really is. People want it, though.
Yes, and they get it.
Some people who say they broke every day find some way to get it. But the thing is, they want it. So if they can't afford it, they look for another alternative that gives them the same features at a much less expensive, a less expensive price. That's where we come in. So it would be great, you're marketing, you're covering bases on all essential needs,
Okay, so it says here, when I read this, you can make money from the time you join the company. You don't have to wait until you reach the top to make money.
Right.
And their motto is that, representatives come first.
Absolutely.
Okay. And 5 Links has yet to go public, but as when Google went public, and we know what Google stock is looking like right now, when 5 Links goes public, many millionaires will be made.
In my opinion, 5 Links is the Microsoft of direct sales.
Okay.
In my opinion, it is.
So something you think that within the next 2 years that you guys will be going public, or do you know?
Well, I'm thinking maybe the next 2 to 3 years. So there's still an opportunity to do this. Once again, it's been documented. It's been done. You can do this. My dad used to always tell me that every journey begins with one step. You had the courage to take that one step, then you can make it to the top.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you what my mama said. It's the first Sunday in every month, and it's a poor wind that don't change.
Oh, man. I love those sayings about elders.
Exactly. And they are so true,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't get something until the first time you do it, you know, and you don't, unless you make that change, a wind is not going to blow the same way all the time.
Right.
You understand? Because, like she said, it's a poor
That's
wind.
right.
It's always going that one direction. It is time for a change. So, David, what I want you to do is I want you to look into that camera. And I really want you to talk to somebody. Somebody that's sitting out there and they want to do something and they don't know what it is that they want to do, but they know they have a passion. They are a people person like you and I. You don't meet a stranger. You can go in and meet people exactly where they are, where their needs are. If this is a good fit for somebody who is saying, man, I don't know what I want to do, but I want to do something where I can be a blessing to other people, where I can be blessed myself. What do you say to that person? How do you reach that person? What do you say? I mean, be real.
Well, I'm going to be real because that's all I like to do. It is the inevitable, everyone. Our society is going through a paradigm shift, and we have to change with it. The writing was on the wall when the analog switch was cut off and went to digital. No one called and asked me or you, hey, are you going to switch? No. So we can take advantage of the inevitable. This is an opportunity. Everyone has to know that this economy is literally forced everyone to be an entrepreneur. We live in a very non-traditional society these days. We just have to face it. Traditional things and methods and values are really, well, not values, but traditional ways and methods are really taking a backseat as opportunity passes by. So there are there's a lot of opportunities there, but 5 Links can be your great plan B, or it can enhance everything you do. Believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. We are right now in the middle of a technology gold rush. We all missed the electronic gold rush with the PC, the cell phones, the pagers. It's documented there was $1 billion a year industry. Right now, energy is being deregulated for the first time. Trillions of dollars are on the table. And if you bring your passion to this table called 5 Links, believe me, you will be successful. Put your passion there. 5 Links is the best kept secret, the best company, the best company to position you for this shift of wealth. So please give me a call. Any questions that you may have, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. My email address, once again, is Solomon, SOLOMON 50 at 5links.net. And my direct phone number is area code 313-283-8790. Your blessings are outside your comfort zone. Get some information that could change your legacy of your family.
Well, I think that you reached somebody today.
I hope so.
Listen,
we have a strong team here in Michigan,
good.
and teamwork makes the dream work.
That's good.
Yes.
So did I miss anything? Is there anything that I did not ask, anything that you wanted to cover that I didn't?
Well, one thing I did want to cover is getting back to new reps.
Okay.
As your organization grows, the CAB bonuses are out of sight. How about that?
Okay. All right.
The minimum requirement of this marketing plan is 20 customer points and 2 representatives of people that have vision like you. Once you acquire that within 30 days, the company's going to cut you a check for $750. As your organization starts to grow, you are awarded every time someone comes into your organization. So those CAB bonuses are designed to help you grow, because the residual side is going to take time to build up. Okay. But once that happens, you're still being awarded CAB bonuses and residual income. Okay, and don't forget that year-end a refund from the federal government. There's so many other things you can write off also. That's part 2 of our talk show, Barbara. But it's another way to create wealth.
And that's, really important, because it is a business. Once you get into it, it is really a good business. I think for someone who has a passion for this, it will be good. Definitely, I will have you back. We can come back, sit back down, talk about some other things, strategize. I'm committed to helping you do whatever it is that I can help you do. I truly appreciate you and Maria coming here, taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and sit with me. I know I've watched you. you know, from the day that we met. I see your passion. You haven't given up. You know, you're a racehorse. I believe that you're right on the verge of your breakthrough if you just do not get weary and well doing. Continue to do what it is that you know that you're supposed to do, and you're going to be rewarded for every opportunity that you've put out there. No. You know so. You know that you know that you know that you know. God has something for you, and no man can shut the door that God has opened for you. Okay, so again, I want to thank you. I am really blessed to have you as my friend. So,
and I feel the same as well. I'm telling you, Barbara, your passion, your optimism. When I first met you, I said, wow, she has a very nurturing personality. We were friends from the beginning.
From the very beginning, I told your wife, I said, we don't meet strangers. If you put us in a room with someone who does not speak our language, they will either speak our language or we will speak theirs before they go.
Yeah.
And so with that, I am going to end my show, as I always do, saying thank you to the people who tune in, who listen to this show. And when I think about you know, speaking a different language, because as I end my show, I always say, I love you, you understand. Okay, so I'm going to say it 2 different ways. I love you, Ki agorata, that's Setswana, and Ti amo tanto. I love you so much. So thank you so much. I love you, you understand. Okay.